From the very first brawler you unlock to the OG crew that started it all, the classic brawlers seem like the most straightforward characters in the game. In this video, we're diving deep into a fascinating lore fact for every classic brawler, and you won't believe some of the creepy backstories and hidden secrets that have been hidden in plain sight. Alright, let's start with the OG, the first face you see, Shelly. So, the whole deal with Shelly is she's basically the sheriff of this entire chaotic mess. She's this super tough sharpshooter trying to keep the peace, which is like a totally impossible job in Star Park. And she's constantly mentoring the new brawlers, right? We literally see her teaching Colt in the No Time to Explain animation. This whole mentor thing is baked into her character since she's the one who guides you in the tutorial when you first download the game. But her in-game description says she gets so mad that Colt steals her spotlight. Can you even imagine? You teach this dude everything, and he becomes the pretty boy star. I bet there's some serious drama there. Like, does she secretly hate him for it? I don't blame her one bit. She's doing all the hard work while he's just, looking pretty. Total betrayal. Speaking of pretty boy, let's talk about Colt. This guy is the definition of a walking, talking thirst trap, and he knows it. He's the star of the show, but here's where it gets super messed up. That creepy Star Park CCTV stuff from 2020, it basically confirmed Colt is like brainwashed. He literally can't recognize himself in old photos. How terrifying is that? Imagine not even knowing who you really are. Maybe that's the real reason Shelly has beef with him. Not because he's famous, but because he doesn't even remember who he used to be, and maybe she does. And everyone thinks he's Belle and Sam's son, which just adds to this whole identity crisis. No wonder the dude just really wants his mommy. Let's stomp into Bull's lore, which is all tangled up in that creepy CCTV footage. Bull used to be this chill, laid-back dude running a diner. But then, of course, he got zapped by the gems, and it totally corrupted him. His own description says he's not as carefree as he used to be, which is 100% because of the gem incident. His whole character was inspired by the phrase, like a bull in a china shop, which is perfectly captured by his voice line, bulldozer. It makes you wonder though, what was he actually like before all this? Was he a genuinely nice guy? We might never know what the gems took from him. Okay, if you thought the others were sketchy, let me introduce you to Byron. The devs literally confirmed he's a snake oil salesman. He's a con artist who sells fake miracle cures. And you know those bandages on his fingers? That's from milking venom from snakes himself. Yikes. But his voice lines are what get me. Your tears fuel my laughter. Pathetic. Sign here with your life. Dude. He literally gets joy from other people suffering. I have to wonder, what kind of messed up scams was he running before he came to Star Park? I feel like he's secretly one of the villains running the whole park. Just scamming people on a much bigger scale. He is genuinely one of the cruelest brawlers, and I am so here for it. Alright, let's go to the junkyard and talk about the queen, Pam. She's Jesse's mom, and she runs the whole scrap heap. But there's a massive theory that Pam is one of the masterminds behind the WBRL radio stream. Why? Because her signature necklace was spotted on one of the radio monitors. Was she trying to expose the park, or is she part of the evil corporation? She's clearly a genius mechanic, so she's smart enough to pull something like that off. Is she a hero or a villain? Is she a protective mom or a key player in a massive conspiracy? I am literally losing my mind over this. I need to know. And right beside Pam is her genius daughter, Jessie. Like her mom, she's a prodigy who can build insane gadgets from literal garbage. But here's her whole drama. Everyone, including her own mom, treats her like a little kid, and she is so over it. She is desperate to prove herself, which pushes her to do some sneaky stuff. For instance, during the Who Stole the Trophy event, she was an accomplice to the crime. She has this whole mischievous side. Even creepier, old recordings revealed she was trying to hack into the WKBRL stream room, which makes her a suspect right alongside her mom. Is the whole family trying to take down Star Park from the inside? Are they a family of rebels? Colette is absolutely, certifiably bonkers. She has this ghostly pale look, and the biggest clue to her mental state is that she's wearing a straight jacket. This is apparently because she has an obsessive, dangerous fixation on every single brawler. Her life's purpose is collecting items for her creepy scrapbook. But this is where it gets dark. It's totally possible she hurt someone in the past, maybe a brawler she was obsessed with, which is why she's locked up. Who did she hurt? What did she do? She loves the brawlers so much she might literally love them to death. Time for the greediest man in Star Park grift. First off, he is a human. You can see his finger poking through his glove, but he wears a cash register on his head, and it's unclear if that's a fashion choice or if it's permanently stuck there. He's obsessed with money and owns the failing Star Park gift shop. His description says he's never around when the bank calls, which 100% means he's drowning in debt. The bank is definitely after him for something. Was he a successful businessman who lost it all? Or has he always been this broke schemer trying to get rich quick? Brock is in the same arcade trio as 8-Bit, but his lore is way more chill, thank God. We know he's a huge video game nerd, and secretly, he's a total introvert. He puts on this flashy, confident show, but deep down, he'd rather be home playing games. Relatable. But beyond that, we don't know much. Where did he come from? Does he know the horrifying truth about his arcade buddy 8-Bit? Maybe his whole obsession with rockets comes from some tragic childhood incident at, like, a bottle rocket factory? Who knows? With this guy, your guess is as good as mine. El Primo! Let's talk about the legend himself. El Primo is this epic luchador, a Mexican wrestler who performs at Poco's bandstand. And true to tradition, he keeps his real identity completely secret behind his mask. But we almost got a face reveal. In the Mystery at the Hub animation, there's this one shot of a dude with a pixelated head and a brown mustache. Was that him? Was that a clue the devs dropped to drive us all insane? The community has been freaking out about it for years. His whole character is this larger-than-life, meteor-punching force of nature. But who is he when he takes the mask off? Is he just some normal guy? We gotta know. Let's go loco for Poco. This dude is a mariachi musician who loves music so much, but there's just one tiny problem. He's so bad at it that it literally, physically hurts people. His origin is also from the CCTV footage. He was a normal human musician, but then he saw one of those glowing gems and got totally hypnotized by it. As he stared, his skin literally melted off, turning him into the skeleton we know today. It's another horrifying Star Park transformation, but he's so cheerful about it. He fully embraced his new unlife and is just happy to be here, playing his heart out, even if it causes everyone around him extreme pain. You do you, Poco. Nita is this feisty little girl who can summon a giant bear named Bruce from her necklace to fight for her. But don't let her cuteness fool you. She is ferocious and has a super short temper. We saw her acting like a total brat in the Barley's Last Stand animation, which just makes her more iconic. But her backstory is where it gets really sad. The biggest theory is that she and her brother Leon are lost children of Star Park. They were seen in that creepy investor video with two adults, probably their parents, who then got snatched by Star Park goons. It's so messed up to think about. The truth about what happened to their family is still a huge mystery, which makes her whole story so tragic and compelling. Next up, Bo. He's the leader of the Shaman tribe and is Leon and Nita's stepdad. He gives off this super wise, spiritual Native American hunter vibe, right? Well, get this. He got all his gear from the Star Park gift shop. That is the funniest and weirdest piece of lore. It makes you question how real his whole shaman thing is, but then he hits you with deep lines like, "There is no death, only a change in worlds," which is probably a reference to the respawn mechanic. It hints that he knows way more about what's really going on in the park than anyone else. And the word shaman links him to Terra and the other mystics. It feels like he's holding a massive piece of the Star Park puzzle. Oh, Jackie, my chaotic queen. She is famous for having an absolutely filthy mouth, being super rude, and hating Carl. And honestly, same. That dude is so annoying. Thankfully for us, her jackhammer drowns out most of her cussing. We see her in the investor video and the CCTV clips just being completely unhinged and toxic, even laughing at someone in distress. She is pure chaos. But what made her this way? Was she always this grumpy, or did working in the mines of Star Park just break her? Her dynamic with the other miners is hilarious. They're all obsessed with gems, but Jackie probably just wants everyone to shut up so she can drill. Poor Gale. This sweet old man is way too old to be working at the Snowtown, and he honestly should have been replaced by a robot years ago. Yet Mr. P keeps him around. Why? We don't know. Now here's a huge theory. An old man who looks just like Gale was in the investor video. If you play it forward, he's welcoming you. But if you reverse it, it looks like he's desperately trying to warn you to leave. Everyone thought Gale was the secret whistleblower on the WKBRL radio stream. It's still debated today. I gotta know what you think. Was it Gale on the radio or someone else? Let me know in the comments. And now Belle's husband, Sam. He's the loyal muscle for all her criminal plans. But a huge part of Sam's character is his intense, burning hatred for robots. Why does he hate them so much? Did a robot betray him in the past? Or does he just see them as a threat? This gets super interesting when you remember his own wife, Belle, has a robotic arm. How does he deal with that? Does he see her arm differently because it's her? The potential for drama here is just off the chart. It's so messy, and I love it. Piper is all sugar, spice, and everything nice on the outside, but you just know she's hiding something dark. She's got this super sweet Southern Belle thing going on, but it feels like a total act to cover up some deep, dark secrets from her past. I mean, come on. What kind of sweet lady bakes bombs into her cakes as a hobby? It's so weird and immediately tells you she's got a more dangerous side. Was she like a retired assassin or a spy? What could she have possibly done that requires this much sugary sweet damage control? It makes her whole flirty relationship with Rico even more sus. Does he know she's secretly a menace to society? Or is he just as clueless as we are? I need answers. Finally, let's talk about the crazy old man Dynamite. He's a retired miner with a very, very unhealthy obsession with explosives. A super cool detail is his canary, which miners actually use to detect toxic gas. One of his old descriptions said he was lost in a mine for years, but they deleted it, so who knows if that's still true. The lore is always changing. In the CCTV footage, he was one of the first brawlers to get zapped by the gems, which is probably what made him so unhinged. And get this, an official post hinted his full name is Dynamichael because of a meme. Are they just trolling us, or is that real? With this game, you never know. That's it for the classic Brawl Stars lore. For now, what do you guys think? Drop your final theories below and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any updates on these crazy stories.